I'm going to show you how to load the files from your USB into your Khronos. So put your USB behind the keyboard right there, and you go to disk mode. In disk mode, go to your USB stick, and it's RDD no name, and locate the file, and it's going to be NARF Session Gig Collection V8. And what you do with that, you copy the whole thing. You go to utility and then copy, and then we're going to paste that into the HD. Okay, so it's very important that you copy the files into the hard drive, otherwise your samples will not work. So the Khronos reads off the hard drive and not off the USB, so you must have it in your hard drive. So that's the hard drive, and that's the Khronos Session Gig Collection. Now open that up, and you will find two PCG files, these two. Sometimes if you use a Mac, there will be extra files here, and they'll usually be 4 kilobytes large. Ignore those files, they'll have an underscore in front of them, and they're garbage files. And that's just the result of processing files through a Mac. So this one is clean, it hasn't got any of those files, but remember, when you look at these files, there should be file size of, there should be figures here, that's the file size. It shouldn't be 4 kilobytes, otherwise it's wrong. Okay, this is a Khronos 2. I'm going to select SGC V8 K2 because it's a Khronos 2. If you have a Khronos 1 or a Khronos X, that's the file you want to load. Okay? So I'm just going to select that and load. There you go. Now, let's go back up and go to global. And what I'm going to do now is load the sequence, the samples. So go KSC auto load and add KSC. Again, you have to make sure that your file has been copied into your hard drive. So this is the NARF Session Gig Collection. I'll do that again. Add KSC. NARF Session Gig Collection. Open that up. Samples SGC. Open that up. And select the user bank KSC. Again, if you've used a Mac, it's possible that you've got extra files here. Make sure it's this file with this file size. Otherwise, it will not work. So add that one. So SGC samples user bank. At the moment, it's 38 kilobytes. If you get a future version of it, it might be more, but make sure it's not 4 kilobytes. Add. And then press do auto load now. This will erase all EXS RAM samples. Ignore that, just go OK. There, the samples have loaded. You can see 21 meg and 124 meg. Again, if you have a later version, the version 8, it could be a higher number. When you go to programs, in this case it's a Khronos 2, I'm going to go to FF and EE. In EE, you can see that the sample has been loaded. And that's all good. Okay?